Hello.
Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday.
Yes.
It's Tea Time Tuesday, and
We're trying to do something here.
we are. I actually have tea today.
Oh,
and
I don't.
Shout out to us, Kim Stump. This is a real.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, she made these for us.
I know, I
This
love
is-
that.
It's really cute.
Yeah, I love
I
that.
use it all the time.
We're trying to do something, and I think I see it, how to do it.
Do you?
Yeah, that. Share a photo.
Ooh.
All right, here we
Oh.
go. Oh.
Look at that.
Look at that.
There would be no chance I would ever be able to accomplish that. So thank you, Trisha, for doing that. So
I'm very proud.
today, well, since the
Look at our little chart that we have.
I know. Look at us.
And the reason
Really stepping it up.
so the
on
reason
Tea Time
we
Tuesday.
put this together, besides the fact that I was an elementary school teacher, you came up with the idea. I have to say.
I did,
I'm
thank
gonna
you.
look. I almost took credit for it. It's not me.
Thank you.
But Mary Kate took credit for it. But anyway, the reason we
I
have
dare you took credit for it. No, I did it. I did. You almost took credit for it. Anyway, keep
this
going.
is live.
Real life.
I don't know
This
what I'm
is us.
saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mary Kate did the chart. But the reason we have it is because it's a great way to show how not only can you get in shape but it's how you can stay in shape and
Yes.
how you can achieve your results, how you can make connections with others and find your mix. So
Yeah.
it's a nice little handy dandy chart.
Yeah, and I think it's honestly, it's nice to see it. We say like the 3 things that you need to like get into a routine, to stay in your
Right.
routine, to continue to see results. Like, what are they? And the 3 things are accessibility, so having things accessible to you, variety, doing different things so that you don't get bored, you don't plateau, and you also you're always having fun and enjoying it. It's always something different. And then accountability, and that's what we're really going to focus on
Yes.
today. So we're actually going to dive in
how do I get
in
rid of
all of
this
them,
now?
but we're going to focus on accountability
So we're
today.
zooming into accountability. I'm going to take it off.
Yes.
Stop sharing.
Okay.
Now we're here.
And now we're back.
We
But
were
that was,
always
that was
there.
pretty impressive.
Hey.
Hi, Shani.
Nice to see you again.
Yes. So in terms of accountability, so why is accountability so important
Yeah.
and to help you achieve your results and get to where you want to be? So what we really believe in, and actually part of how our name came to be, a remix. So mix means to socialize, and you really need the accountability piece to stay consistent. And so there's a couple components to accountability. The first one being that you book your classes so that you actually commit to something. So we always say,
Right.
if you're working, you have, your meetings, or you have things scheduled, or you have certain projects that you have to do, like you're making time for that. Or your kids have sports, or they have things going on. You're
Right.
like, okay, you're blocking your calendar. We want you to do the same thing with your classes. We want you to book your classes. We want you to, acknowledge like, okay, this is what I'm doing at this time. Block your time. And make it just like any other appointment or schedule or something that's really important that you wouldn't miss. You're
Right.
doing the same thing.
You
with your
wouldn't miss
classes.
your dentist appointment or your doctor's appointment. So it's
Yes.
the same thing. As long as it's in your schedule, then it's kind of nice. You just put it in your schedule and you forget about it. You don't even have to use the brain power to think like, oh, I should really do that workout today. It's already there, ready to go. And you're like, oh, okay, now it's time for the workout.
Yeah.
And
And it
really
also
take
just
that thought out.
It also just becomes part of your routine. Like
Right.
it's because just like you would, you plan out your day for work, you plan out your day for your family, what have you, you're planning out that's part of your day.
Right.
And so it just helps it become more of your routine and something that you always
No
do.
one likes the accountability part.
Yeah. And you know what? I think I would say that they do, they just need it. Like I feel like they're like, oh, I need that. So or sometimes if you're referring to you sometimes don't love that, like everyone knows that you're doing it, but you got to, but it makes you do it.
Right.
So I think it actually is helpful.
That's true.
Which kind of brings us to the next point, which is the community piece. So from a community perspective, like it's so nice to have people that are supporting you and that you're a part of something. So a kind of a breakdown at Remix, like one, from accountability perspective, like our instructors, like they look forward to seeing you on their
Yes.
roster, like signing
always
up to your
do.
class. We really do. We get excited. Like I'm always like, I'm looking ahead of time at who's coming.
Yes. Oh, today, I was so excited to see some names pop out. I had such a great group today of a mix of people who are regulars who come all the time to that particular class, and then some people who like made it off from work or whatever, and they were able to make it, and it's just
Or even new people.
and new people, yeah, like it's just nice to see so many different faces. And that's one thing that our instructors do and we do is we take a look at our roster, we see who's coming into class, and then we tailor the workout to our individuals who are in our class, because everyone's different. We want to make sure that we give the accommodations that you need, the modifications, and so you can get the very best workout possible.
And it's true. Honestly, like, we just get so excited about having you in class, and I think also it's nice to know that the instructor knows that you're coming.
Community.
We do love our Remix community. We're very lucky to have all of you. But we get excited, like from an instructor perspective, like we get excited that you're coming, and we do look forward to it. And you know, like, so there's that piece as well. So it's kind of like, it goes both ways. The other thing is the community of clients and members that we have. It's really important to be around like-minded people, people who have, you know, the same sort of goals. Like, everyone's different, but that we all want to be happy and healthy and take care of ourselves. So you were saying that we sent out that email.
We sent this email out, and basically to learn a new language, if you want to learn a new language, the best way to do it is to be around people who speak the language. I don't know about you, but I took 6 semesters of Spanish.
I took so many years of Spanish.
I don't know.
Embarrassing.
Hola. Like, that's all I know.
Actually, Penny,
my daughter knows
her
more than
1-year-old
me.
daughter knows more Spanish than both of us combined.
She does.
Yes.
But if you're around it and you're speaking it, then it's a lot easier to pick up. So it's the same thing with healthy habits. If you're around people who have those healthy habits that you want to adopt and want to maintain, it's a lot easier than just being by yourself trying to do it or trying to overcome, you know, if you're around someone who maybe doesn't have those healthy habits. Really hard, because I mean, we've all been at like a party or something and someone brings out, you know, you're
like
trying to eat healthier and someone brings out like a dessert or something. It's so hard to overcome that peer pressure. So when you have that peer pressure of in a positive way, it's a lot better.
I think so too. And I think just like being around people that have like similar goals, and also just like not feeling alone too. So it's not only just surrounding yourself with the like-minded people, but I was saying, like, when you sign into class and you see other people on that screen, or you show up to class and there's other people in the room, you know, as you're doing something, like if you are feeling, you know, winded or exhausted, or like you want to drop those weights, sometimes you get that little extra motivation just knowing that you're not alone.
Yes.
And so I think that that's just so huge. It's also just nice to be around and to, you know, see other people, especially during this time. I feel like we kind of lost that, like, that social interaction.
Right. Hi, Lisa.
Lisa's like, I miss all of you.
I know.
I miss the social interaction. We miss you, Lisa.
She'll be back very soon.
Yes. But I think it's just really important to surround yourself with that, and you just you do get motivation. You do get sort of like that extra push. You're not doing it alone.
And even on virtual too, I feel like it's nice. The reason we do it on Zoom is so you can see everyone else. And like, that's what we do recommend, putting your camera on, because then you do get that push. If the instructor's like, I walk right up to the screen. I know
100%.
Mary Kate does too. She'll like spot you.
I do. I'm like, what are you doing? Get your leg back up. But, or also, even if you're behind, even if you don't turn your screen on, you know,
you're still there.
And also still hearing your name being called. Like, you know,
Yay, Danielle.
Yeah.
She loves the virtual.
Oh, good. Yes. Yeah. And honestly, it's really nice. Like, Danielle's a perfect example. You know, like when she comes to class, like we make it feel just as if you're in the room.
Right.
And I think it's super important. No, Melissa's saying.
Yes. She said, even though I'm not there, I like knowing we're all doing it together. It's so true. We just were dancing
Shawnee
together.
said Mary Kate has eyes everywhere. I do.
I know. Like, she always know when you go away.
My
mom has said she like pretends that she's frozen sometimes. Like, her screen's frozen. I'm like, I know it's not frozen.
Well, you know something, I love this. So Diana, if you're paying attention or if you watch this later, but Diana was traveling for work.
Yeah.
And she said that whatever the timing was, it was like completely off time.
Okay.
So she's like, okay, I'm gonna do an on-demand class. And she specifically did an on-demand class that she knew she was in before.
Good idea.
And she's like, Mary Kate, I swear you were yelling at me when I needed to be yelled at, but this was a recorded, yeah. But I just think we pre all of this, like we weren't always we're not the virtual people. So we wanted to make an experience where it kept us engaged.
Right.
You know, and that's how we feel about everything. That's how we feel about how we create all of our classes, how we create the experience.
No, I don't even know why I shared the frozen technique.
Oh, now they're all gonna do
Everyone's
it.
be like, my screen's frozen.
See, even the community is like, oh, this is a good idea.
No.
Look, they're all like, now we're in on what else to do. But what was really important to us is like to create
Right.
a space and a place and a platform where you get what you need and also like you feed off of like we do need that extra push, that extra accountability, that extra community. And so it doesn't matter whether you're right next to us or you're across the country or out of the country. Like
Right.
we will make you feel like you're still held accountable and that you're a part of it. Look at all these comments. What is this? I love.
I'm only saying I love still getting the eye rolls virtually. It's just like in studio. It's so true.
It is so true. Well, you know what? So interesting enough, all you people are literally they come up closer to the screen.
Yes.
Like they want to make sure that we know they're giving us eye rolls or like
Yeah. Virtual states will stay forever.
Yes.
Don't
Yeah.
worry.
And that's actually so quickly. We have talking about the accountability. We felt like we've always wanted to bring a virtual component
Yeah.
pre-pandemic. And
Yeah.
then during this, we obviously have. But that's actually something also that we have realized, like, this is something that people need forever. Like, even just having it, you know, if you go on vacation or if you go away or you don't live in the area, but you
Right.
do love it, like, we're not going to take that away now. We want, like, if this worked for you, and I feel like it's worked for a lot of us, it's here to stay.
Yeah, the accountability
So-
piece is so important, and we're gonna dive into why. I mean, it's so good for you too. There's a million studies out there that show like people who have that community and that connection, they live longer, you know, than people who don't. So it's just important to have that community and that connection. And why not get a community of people who have the healthy habits too?
Yes.
So it's just, that's why we make such a big deal about the accountability in our community and doing the virtual classes and that connection. It's why we have our Facebook accountability group. It's why we offer the VIP calls. So if you want to jump on one of those, if you haven't already, definitely do that.
Definitely do it, because we always say, like, just getting to know you even more. Like, you notice in our classes, like,
Right.
our instructors make the effort to get to know our clients, and actually our clients make the effort to get to know other clients,
Yeah.
which is just so awesome. But we would love to get to know more about you, and because we feel like the more that we know, the better that we can
serve you.
Yeah, that we can serve you and make the experience better. You know, it's a mix, so we're always adding to the mix, and we always feel like we can make it better the more that we know, and you know, the more that we mix it up.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, the next steps.
Yes.
If you are a member, go out right now and make sure you book those classes. If you're a member, we have an amazing community, but why not bring in more, right? More
Yes.
people. So don't forget about that new referral deal that we're doing. So not only if you refer someone, family or friend, and they join as a member, you get 2 free weeks and they get 2 free weeks, which is just awesome. So definitely take advantage of that. And if you're new and you haven't tried us yet, definitely give us a try. Bring a friend along too. It's more, again, always more
It's
fun.
so much more fun. And honestly, yeah, if you can take anything from this, it's book your class, and if you know somebody that like could benefit from Remix, bring them along.
Yes.
We're better together. We say it all the time. We're stronger together. So the more that we can add to our community and make it even better, the more we will.
Agreed.
So, and we'll keep that accountability going.
I'm-
Cheers. Happy Tuesday. We're at my house. My husband walked in and he was like, "Is this Tea Time Tuesday?"
He got nervous.
You're like, yeah, he got nervous.
One day we're
Yes.
gonna get the husbands on the TV.
One day we're gonna do Tea Time Tuesday, but they want to do it on the golf course
Yeah.
and actually hit balls. Yes, yeah.
Tea time.
Yes. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have
Happy
a great day.
Tuesday.